Julian, Julian's coming in, so we will start. Um, Ben is not here yet. Ellen, do you want to be the secretary for now?
Sure, I just need a second to pull up
Yeah.
a document. Okay.
All right. So while we're getting settled, we'll do hours. I think I have about 15. Ellen,
Um, maybe three.
you were at the Sustainability Festival and you wrote up those things and
I was not at the
okay, right,
sustainability.
right. But you did write up those things and bring them
I
in.
did.
Yeah. So 3, okay. Britt,
Uh, let's say 2.
remember, includes this meeting. So
Okay, 3.
Julian,
I would say probably similar 14, 15, 14.
14. Sarah,
Or
did you have any last month? I don't think I got them from you. No.
no.
Okay. All right. Did I miss someone who's here? No, it seems to be everyone. All right. So Ellen will be the recording secretary right now. And let's see. I'll share the agenda temporarily. No, I can't do that yet. Hold on. There it is. How do I get rid of this? It's not letting me. Ah, okay. Try one more time. Share. Agenda, there we go. All right. Approval of April minutes. Everyone approve?
Yep.
So that's done. And we get to the committee reports. I'll start as soon as I unshare. All right. There's been a few emails coming in about trees to remove or replant, and Alan seems to be on top of them all, so that's good. The Cub Scouts were going to help plant, but the timing doesn't work for May, so they might help again in the future. And we had another UMass group, the UMass dressage team was going to help, but they can't do it next week because school's ending. They would have helped last week, but we didn't have the planting. So nice that groups are seeking us out, and we hopefully will get help in the fall. Got an email from the Cummington Tree Alliance, and they organized a talk about beech leaf disease. So it's nice to know things are happening. And Greenfield had a big planting weekend last weekend, so that's good. The South Amherst July 4th committee would like us to have someone speak at the event. I'm going to be out of town. I'm always work on that day. So does anyone want to bring some signs that we could post there, some of our lawn signs, and then do a little talk? And they also asked for saplings to give out, but I said that time of year we wouldn't have saplings. So was anybody available to go down to South Amherst Common on July 4th?
Sure, is it just to like what we do, who we are, how to help out type talk, or
Yeah.
is there a specific topic they're looking at?
No, they were just looking as an idea to
Sure,
do something about trees, and you can maybe highlight some of the trees on the common.
sure.
Yeah, we
Right.
planted a bunch of them last year, so
Yeah.
could I noticed 2 of them are leaning way over, so I want to try to stake those, if that's okay, Alan.
Yeah, these are on the South Amherst Common.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did get stakes in one of them. I think the other ones are starting to lean more now. So I can do that. It's
Oh, okay.
try to get
It looks like they all made it through the winter, though.
the London plane trees there. Sorry, the sycamore plane trees are losing their first flush of growth due to the sycamore anthracnose, but they should come back.
I thought the hybrid sycamore planes didn't get that. I guess they do.
These are not hybrids. The London plane trees don't get it. These are the actual native sycamore.
I see. Okay. All right, good. I think that's all I have, except I want to thank you, Ellen, for the write-ups that we gave away with the trees. And it's not on the agenda, but at some point I want to check in with you about the tree of the month column, how that's going. So we'll talk about that a little later. Oh,
Okay.
and then extra saplings we can also talk about later, but I want to keep that in mind. Okay, on to the vice chair's report.
Yeah, so I have a few things. First one is just, I don't know if this is enough for a future planting or not, but there's a few tree pits downtown. One of them still needs the stump ground, I think. Another update is someone emailed me about Watertown. Laura McLeod. About a bunch of trees being taken down in Watertown, and if anyone wants to like send emails to them or anything about that. And then my other update was just about the Sustainability Fest. There's quite a lot of saplings left, so we gave out a fair amount, but it was rainy, so we got less participation than past years. Very muddy too. And that's sort of the update from that event as well. I think that's all I have.
Okay, Sarah? Finance report?
I don't have an update. I apologize. I've been sick and I'll have it for next month.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, I gotta look at the agenda myself now. Hold on. Oh, social media update. Shoshana's not here, but Julian?
Yeah, I can give a little bit of an update. Basically, we still have the same amount of Instagram followers. I'm going to be posting for the planting on the 17th. And I'm actually also going to be bringing a bunch of friends of mine. So hopefully they'll show up and actually be helpful for once.
Great. And actually on the agenda is the tree of the month. So Ellen, update on that?
The first 4 trees are done with photos. I got them in the winter and now that they're leafed out. So I don't know who does it. Can we post it on the website? Or obviously we can, Julian and Shoshana can post on social media.
Yeah, well, I'd like to get it out there, maybe, the Gazette or the Amherst Indy, and then post the link so that, I think if we post it first, they may be less willing to do it in the newspaper or on the blog. So if you want to contact the Hampshire Gazette and the Amherst Indy, probably the Gazette first.
And just let them know we're doing this.
Yeah, let them know we have these and wondering if they would be interested in printing it as a monthly column, say, or a monthly
Okay.
op-ed. Yeah. Can you do that, contact them or?
Yes, I can do that. I'm sorry, I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can start, I don't know, the Dawn Redwood or Sycamore. It doesn't matter. I can figure out which ones to start, but I'll
Yeah.
have to follow up with the next batch.
Okay. Great. I really appreciate that you've done it, and I
Sure.
think the good columns, and it'll be fun to see them in print and getting out there. And there should be a little tag on the bottom when you send it in, Ellen Kiter, Amherst Public Shade Tree Committee, and the Shade Tree Committee email, I guess, is best to use, or your own, either one. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, and then wrong one. Let me see. Okay. Let me share the agenda again.
Did we miss the tree warden's report?
Oh, we did. Sorry. Yeah, so there it is. Tree awards report, then we'll get to the second Saturday workday and the downtown design standards. Okay, stop sharing. Alan, sorry.
Yeah, so it looks like we might have a couple tree hearings coming up. I've had a request from property owner at 27 Owen Drive. There's a honey locust tree there that has some trees relatively healthy. They have a very lush green lawn, and the soil is extremely compacted from the construction on that subdivision. So the roots are all right on the surface, and I've never seen anything quite like it in my life.
Mhm.
It's makes their front yard rather unusable. And it seems like they're more interested in having turf than a large mulch area. So they would like to request a tree hearing. So I'll be putting that together to remove the tree. And then there's a property which I looked at beginning of the week, 1171 Southeast Street, for a couple of years now. They've been asking more than a couple of years to remove the Norway maples that are planted along their property on Southeast Street. This is kind of directly across from Andrew's greenhouse. And they're, they shade their property. They're dense shade trees, and they shade their garden area and a bunch of other things. I believe ultimately they will like to request a tree hearing as well. So I'm probably going to put those two tree hearings together for next month, if possible. So,
What was
Those,
the first?
those are pretty healthy trees, right, Alan? If I,
correct. The ones on Southeast Street are pretty healthy trees. There's
yeah, that's what I
they're,
thought.
they're growing pretty good. So,
Yeah, I was at Andrew's greenhouse the other day. They're actually really nice trees in my
Yeah.
mind.
we have to get them. They're starting to get too low over the road, so we got to lift the crowns on the roadside. But they really would like that. They're very adamant about removing those trees. So we'll see what happens in a tree hearing.
Okay, we should probably do site visits, but what was the other address?
The other address is 27 Owen Drive.
What drive?
Owen,
Owen, oh, okay.
It's like, for if you don't know, it's like off of East Pleasant Street, a little bit further down from the cemetery.
Okay, yeah. All right,
and then just a couple more things, Henry, quickly. So the East Street Common, you may have noticed that the East Street Common between Main Street and College Street looks like a bomb went off. There's a water sewer project. I met with it's a town water sewer project with a contractor doing the work. I met with the engineers and the contractor. We did a walkthrough, how they're going to enter it, how they're going to leave, and we put up fencing around trees. And it's been one disaster after another. The
Oh,
sewer line there is shattering as they work around it, and they're trying to abandon one water line, hook everything up to a new water line. And it's just been just an unbelievable project. And so we actually did do air spading, and I think Julian may have participated in that. Didn't really do very much. There wasn't a lot of roots in the area.
Yep.
But once they actually dug down to fix the sewer leak that they ended up having, they found where all the roots were, because the roots were all wrapped around the sewer pipe, getting all that nutrients. So got some good pictures on that one. Then Eversource has sent over a list of trees that they were interested in removing. Julie and I actually drove around, took a look at some of them, and then I finished the list. So given permission to a lot of the trees, not all of them, but a lot of them. The vast majority of them have pretty bad structural defects, hard leans. They're kind of edge trees that are growing out over to reach the light. They generally have good tree canopy around them, so they probably won't be missed very much. Some of them are large trees. There's a large white pine on Belchtown Road, just heading east. It's just past the Nourish Chinese Christian Church driveway. And it has been leaning more and more over the years as it gets taller and taller, and now has a pretty unhealthy lean over the road. and I'm probably gonna be giving them permission to take that one down because it just, it's just so vulnerable to wind throw there. It's an extremely high target environment as far as cars and people go. So, and they are going to be taking down some trees that I've asked them to take down that are either dead or decayed as part of that program. So that's going to be starting up in probably June sometime, mid to late June. So you'll notice a lot of activity there.
All
And
right.
that's my update.
Should we look at these trees? Or you think really just
you
not?
can if you want to. I can arrange, we can arrange a site visit to do that if you want. I'm not planning on doing a tree hearing for these. The reason why I said they can remove is because they have a significant, in my opinion, a significant defect resulting in the likelihood of failure under normal weather conditions. So
Okay, but we should plan a site visit for these two, for the Southeast Street and Owen Drive.
yes, so I mean, if you want to do that now, the tree hearing obviously will be at the next, before the next shade tree meeting. So we could plan it for, you know, the week of or the week before or whatever you want to do.
Alright. So the next meeting is on June 10th. Do we want to do Tuesday, June 2nd for a tree hearing?
I think that works for me.
Tuesday, June 2nd?
Yes, June 3rd.
That would be the 3rd.
Yes, the 3rd, sorry.
That
It's
works for me.
Ellen and Sarah,
Yes, it's fine for me, the 3rd.
What time is it?
we can choose a different time. You want to do 6 o'clock better or worse for people? Seems like Shoshana has trouble getting here at 5:30.
Site visit, 6 o'clock is fine for me, but
6 is good.
All right, let's do Owen Drive at 6 and Southeast Street at 6:30 or 6:20. Because we have to get there from one to the other. Speak up, everyone. Okay,
That's
Yep.
fine with me.
okay, let's say 6 o'clock Owen Drive, 6:30 Southeast Street. Because it is a bit of a drive and yeah. Alan, you'll post those two? The site
Yes.
visits? Okay.
Alan, I'm curious, the East Common project, you said the roots are wrapped around a lot of the pipes. Are they damaged now that they're replacing the pipes and?
Yeah, so where the roots were actually wrapped, literally wrapped around the pipe, and they were probably in the pipe as well. It's because there was a leak there, and there's been a leak there for a long time based on the amount of root mass that was there. So, I mean, they tree roots grow on the top 18 inches of soil usually, and these were like 4 to 5 feet down, wrapped around. So, tree's been sending a lot of resources down there to take advantage of the nutrients for quite a long time. We didn't hit structural roots. We hit a lot of feeder roots in that area, but
Okay.
there weren't big structural roots.
Okay.
A lot of fibrous roots going down into the sewer pipes, and then some larger feeder roots that we sort of hand pruned away from the sewer pipe enough that it could like be worked on and patched up. And I have some photos if you want, I can send them to you.
Yeah, send them around. That'd be great.
I'd be curious to see it. It's sort of an interesting
Yeah.
thing. Well, okay, so that's good. It doesn't sound like there'll be any horrible effects then.
Well, I'm worried about the amount of construction and trucks that are parked there, even though the trees have fences around them. One of the trees, the fence was half down and, you know.
Well,
looked
one
like
of the
they did
trees, the
remove-
fence was moved on too, I think.
Yeah, they've replaced all the fencing that was moved or knocked over. And they've been told to limit their movement and everything again. So the contractor's been reminded.
Okay, good, thanks.
And this is not related to the new elementary school building?
No, no, this is a project that was already, as far as I understand, was already in the works. Yeah.
Okay.
There's been an issue there. The water main keeps breaking. They keep having to dig it up. Like every year, the water department has to go there and dig up a new section as the water main breaks. So they installed another water main right along the curb with Southeast Street there. And that they're trying to connect the old water main, all those houses, to the new water main. So.
Yeah,
And-
the other day, the school building project didn't have any water at all.
Probably turned it off.
Yeah, they were doing a repair, so they had to shut it off.
All right, so should we move on?
Yes.
Thank you, Alan. So second Saturday workdays, that's next Saturday. We're gonna be on West Street near Long Meadow Drive. How many trees you expect, Alan?
I think we have 8 trees. They're gonna be bald and burlap, so they'll be bigger, heavier, it'll be heavier trees.
Okay, so 8 trees, so yeah, invite your friends and it's the 17th, yeah, so I should be here for that. All right, good. I think we're doing good. I do want to get back to some of the projects, including putting the tree protection around some of the trees we planted. Maybe we can start by doing the ones as we plant this month. But I've got some in my basement. I think, Alan, you probably have the rest.
I have some, there's not that many.
You did 50 or 60, I don't know, maybe 40, but
Yeah, I don't think I saw that many, but
well, I've got one box of them in my house too. so-
okay.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so I'll bring one to my house on Saturday. We get started on that. And then we'll figure out June another time, I think. Downtown design standards, I think, is the key thing we need to talk about because we got to get that to Nate. Alan and Sarah, do you want to talk about the soil depth volume, what we decided, or?
It's on me right now. I need to get back to Sarah on what we're going to use for preferred versus a minimum
Okay,
soil volume.
I will send Nate all the other things we agreed to and let him know that you're going to send him that.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Good. Any other comments about the design standards? No? So Arbor Day and the Sustainability Festival is next. So I think our booth was good. I think we did well with that. The cleanup go all right, Brooks?
Yeah, it was fine. No problem.
Good. Yeah, we needed a better canopy, but Brit's not available and yeah, that was a problem. Maybe we should think about buying a canopy for future, but we can talk about that another time also. What should we do with how many saplings? All the winterberries gone. So it's just the sweet gums.
Correct.
How many do you think we have? 50
Oh,
or?
I thought there was no winterberry.
No, there were.
Oh, okay, when
Yeah,
I,
no, sorry, you weren't there, Henry. When we first arrived, we took everything out of the box. All we saw were what looked like sweet gum seedlings, but underneath there was a layer of winterberry. So
oh, good, okay.
they were there in your tags, your
Oh,
information.
good.
Were
It
very
wasn't
helpful.
for
No, so,
nothing,
yeah.
good, okay.
Yeah, so how many sweet gums do you think we have left?
Oh, only about I don't know, 12 or so.
Oh, great, okay. So we could maybe put them in the nursery, or I could take more and put them in my property if no one else wanted them, but yeah,
I could stick them in the available grow bags that we have down at the nursery.
okay.
Yeah,
Do you-
I think that's a good idea. Put them in the nursery.
I took probably about 12 when we were done tabling and just walked around offering them to people, and I was very successful. So I think if we wanted to give them away as seedlings, or if nursery space is at a premium, I'm sure we could find other ways to pass them out.
At this point, they've been out of the ground so long, I think we should maybe just put them in the nursery. I think we do have space. Yeah, they weren't great specimens. I'd love for us to get trees from somewhere else, although I want to support the Mass Tree Wardens and Foresters, they really had very little roots and yeah.
I thought the winterberry were quite nice.
Winterberry were good, yeah.
The sweet gums were on the small size.
And then I had a couple ideas. When we print out the little things to go with the trees, we should have our logo and email address on those forms. Yeah. There's a couple other things I have, but that's all I can remember right now. So as I think of them, I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Any other comments about that? No? Okay. The tree tags, we talked about, Ellen had seen tree tags, and Julian, you were gonna come up with a prototype.
Yes, and I have a prototype, and it's sitting. It's sitting in Alan's office.
Sitting on my printer.
There you go. Yes, and I have little like rainbow like green tie that's like safe for trees. It won't grow into it. And I have the prototype. You just write in whatever it is, and the font is slightly small. It came out smaller than I would have liked, but all the information is there. The paper is held up to water. And they can start going out really whenever we want. We can start it on West Street even.
Before they get printed, would it be helpful to, enlarge the font?
No, they are printed.
Okay.
I
I see.
was just commenting that the font turned out smaller than I would have liked. It's not unreadable or anything.
Okay, great. So we can start getting those up. That'd be great.
Yes.
Okay, good. Should we pick a date, or is that something you're gonna do, or?
It's something I could find an hour or two to just drive around and put them up on some of our new trees and identify them.
Okay, how many did you print up?
Oh, there's probably 40 or 50 there.
Okay,
Can you share the prototype with us? Can we see it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send out the document to the whole committee.
Okay, great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
great. Thank you, Julian. Yeah.
And
Um,
it might work if everybody takes, 10 and we can put them up on the trees, that are in our neighborhood. Like I could put the ones up on Woodside and Northampton Road. That might be easier than sending everything with Julian.
Brett, I could stop by your house tomorrow and give you like a pack of 10 of them.
Sure. Yeah.
Great. I'll drop them off on the porch if I
Great.
have a minute or I'm headed that way.
Yep. Perfect.
If you have anything North Amherst, you can drop them off at my place and I can do them, yeah. So,
Sure.
awesome.
Is our logo and website on them?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, good.
And a QR code so people can scan and get us if the QR code scans to go for our Shade Tree website, the like sign up volunteer information, and then the Tree and Grounds website.
Great.
Oh, very good. Okay. Okay, so then there's the Merry Maple table. Any news?
I wasn't aware of any action items on that, right? I mean, it's just kind of at my house until,
Old, sort of the parking lot as we call it.
right. Yes.
Yeah, old ongoing items. So I just like to
Right.
check.
Still there. Update, still there.
Okay. And then the website, well, Bennett's not here. State level initiatives. I haven't done anything on those. I did reach out to Paul Balkman, never heard back and didn't get back to him again. But I did contact Mindy Dom about the fact that we didn't get the grant and asked her if she had other monies available, which at this moment she doesn't, but she asked me how much, and I'll keep in touch with her. I think as the next year's budget comes in, she may be able to find us some money that she can give us toward that.
So Henry, would it be helpful for other people to contact Paul Bockelman? Because it bothers me that we're not signed on to this. Would be a really great initiative for the state to do. And apparently our only way to get this is for the town manager to endorse it.
Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to send, I don't have the information handy. Do you want to send that information out to everyone and encourage everyone to email or call Paul with this info?
Yeah, I'll have to recreate it because it was a meeting I attended like a couple months ago and it's sort of like not in my mind very well,
I'll
but
try to dig through email and find it again also, but
okay.
you can find it, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. What was the name of the thing?
It was like the,
Community Reforestation Act. Was that it?
yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, that's great. Thank you. And then significant tree ordinance, I guess there's nothing much on that. Right, Sarah? Okay, good. Okay, just want to keep track of them in case we want to bring them back at some point. All right, do people have anything else to share? Any committee comments or anything else? Let me see if I have, just look at my list one more time. I think that's all I have. So we'll see you all Saturday on West Street. And then Brooks, you weren't here we're going to do a tree hearing, no, a site visit on June 3rd at 22 Owen Drive at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, June 3rd, and then 6:30, 1171 Southeast Street. Alan's going to post it and I'll send out the info to everyone again.
Okay, sounds good.
27 Owen Drive, not 20.
What's that?
27 Owen Drive?
Yes, that's what I wrote, but I couldn't read my own writing. So 27, thank you. Anything else? It's a very short meeting. That's good. I'll get to my next meeting on time. Thank you all. We did some good work and yeah, we'll keep it up.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you, folks.
Bye.
Take care.